So in this Duply review, I'm going to be showing you everything you need to know about Duply. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below and I'll provide a discounted link so you can get your money's worth for the product right there. So Duply is a software that allows you to automate image and video creation and design them and generate your visuals easily. So you're taken to this main page right here. Once you sign in, you've got optional tools, your name, got templates, your teams, your files and folders. So these will all come back to eventually once we create our template. So that's what we're going to do first, just create the template. Now, you can have a size template for whichever social media post they provide for you. So you have the Instagram post or Instagram story or Facebook post or Facebook story. These are all templates they have ready made for you for those specific social media websites. So we will do an Instagram post. It's the easiest. You can either create a blank template yourself if you want full and total control of everything you're doing, or you can choose from the template options they give you. So here you have seminar pink, a simple discount banner, a testimonial minimalist, or this more professional seminar gradient. Anything you can choose essentially. I'm going to choose the seminar gradient. So here it's made for us. And you can see we can edit all the elements of this template right here. You can change the background color if you wished. We won't do that necessarily, but the options are here because I quite like this background. Now, the way to get started, let's say we click on this business tools. You can see right here you have all these options to edit this, and it's really quite vast. We can change this to right there, tips. Simple title for us, just showing you can actually edit this and you have the power to control what's written here. You can change the position, horizontal and vertical, or rotate it if you want to as well as the width and the height. Standard text editing software that you're used to if you usually edit text and photos and posters. Then you've got the font itself. There are different fonts you can utilize. We don't necessarily need to change our font, but we have a great deal of options right here. We'll exit that. The size as well, the max size you can have of it. It's a quite a large size already, but here you have all these options again you can utilize. You can underline it if you want to, or not. Italicize it, or not. Or shift the alignment, the strike through it, and the text background itself, interestingly, which might be a bit much for us, so we don't necessarily need to do that. The letter spacing is normal, but you can edit that as well and transform the text with a shadow if you wanted to as well. So you got some shadows right there. That's not a very great one, but you can do it all if you wanted to as well. You can see it's created a strange sort of shadow behind it. The text border as well you can mess around with, including the padding and the border as well, the entire thing. So you can mess with the thickness or the sides of the borders, the radiuses, and the type, if it's solid, dotted, or dashed as well. Effects again, you create shadows or opacity and edit them within all these options you have available. You can actually make it editable or non-editable right there. And actually, you can see the elements of all the template right there, and you can force them to be non-editable, or you can make them editable, or hide them if you wanted to as well, and delete them. So vast variety of features. This same textual example I've given here applies to everything else around this. Now you can throw some shapes onto the template as well if you wanted to. So here's just a natural square and it doesn't really mean much. But if you thought anything could work with your template, if any shape worked with whatever design you were trying to go for, you can fit it right there as well. You can also add a logo here instead of your name if you wanted it to be a bit more catchy. And then you have images and icons right here as well that you can add onto this. Now, the images must fit the template naturally, but if you find something that quite works, this is quite nice. Although it might not be for the final product, you can add it there. And you have a whole slew of options of images as well provided. And you can search them up. This is happy. We'll search up sad. And sad is presented right here. Naturally, this won't fit the image, but you can see what it can do. This is actually the speaker name. I've put Bob here, but this is meant to represent the speaker name of the person. So naturally, again, pretend he's Bob. We don't know who this person is, but if you had your own person, put them there and get their name and their role underneath as well. Go down to the text and add your own headings as well if you wanted to. We won't need it, but you can do that if you required. Same with the body text as well and the one underneath. Now, the video, you can add a video graphic block right here. Now, it's not going to be completely green like this. You have the video, they'll click on it and they'll be taken to whatever you want them to see essentially, and we'll get rid of that right there. You can also, interestingly, add a progress bar as well and show the stars you acquired. So you have this progress bar right here if you're trying to convey something, and the stars you have right there as well. So say 4-star product with this product bar. You can increase the star rating as well if you wanted to. And yeah, then you can add a QR code as well. QR code, put it whichever place the template works, maybe top right works. And if you're printing this, people can scan it, or if you send this somewhere online, people can look at that and scan it with their phones and get taken to your image and your website naturally. So you can upload your own files as well from your own laptop onto this as well if you wanted to. So you just drag and drop them into the editor. Naturally, you don't even need to import anything, just drag and drop them. That would be quite nice. You can mess around with the size if you wanted to, if you want to go in a bit more detail and edit something, or just leave it as it is, quite nice and scaled for you. You can title it Tools 1 right there, title Tools 1. It's saved, and you can generate the image naturally through these different options available for you. So you got the URL where you can serve the image directly through a URL, and the variables of the image will be within the URL coding and file itself, which is pretty interesting. You can fill through an API request as well, which can get it signed onto another computer, and someone else, another system can come and see this. And then you can generate and fill it with a form as well, or fill the form through URL. And you can integrate it with Zapier and Integromat. And Zapier, what's interesting, you can actually get this software to link with any other software as well that might be useful for creating images as well. It's a whole process to go through. You need another software to use, so we wouldn't actually go into that. But if you're familiar with Zapier, you simply connect it through that, and it acts as the middleman through this software and another one, maybe a Google Sheets or something, or your Gmail. So we'll simply just generate and fill with form. So here we're taken to this page. You got business tips. You can edit the titles, or if you wanted to, just right here underneath. You got Bob again. Edit Bob naturally. 17th October. The link, the speaker role, image. Again, you can change this if you want to. And all the elements you put are right here. You can import from spreadsheet. Just get it, browse, submit, we sent. Or you can add a new item if you wanted to as well. Now, what you have to do is click download. You can get a PNG format or a JPEG format as well. You'll download it and you will get the image onto your laptop itself naturally, and you can share it around social media if you wanted to naturally. So you go back and you have the template right here, Tools 1, which you can re-edit again and regenerate into the other formats provided for you. Go on Teams as well. Now, this is just a beta. The Teams is simply just a work in progress, but you can invite a team and get invited to a team within this software as well. And all files and folders, you can edit anything you have, forms, generate files, uploads. You can look at all these and edit things as you wish. We naturally have none because we've just started using this for this review process. And your brand kit as well. If you upload a brand kit right here, you can get the color for it, you can customize your fonts and your logos as well. The logos is coming soon again, but it's a feature that will be available, but it's not quite there yet. So you only have a limited amount of options on the brand kit itself. That is essentially Duply. Duply is a very easy to use software. Reminds me of other softwares like Canva as well. You can really edit some nice templates and photos with it. It's again very intuitive, simply because you can drag your images onto the template without even needing to import. If you enjoyed this video, please comment below again, leave any questions, I'll provide that discounted link. Thank you for watching.